So when are people who actually have the power to do something actually do something? When? There's only so much that me, myself, as an individual citizen can do, like write call to representatives, speak up, do whatever. I know that there's stuff that I can do, but it's minuscule. I can't go to the DC and arrest Musk or anything. I don't have the ability to do that. But when are people who are in power? Who are people who are actually in power do something about this? When are they going to do something to stop this from happening? When are you, the Democratic Party, are you going to actually stand up and do something? When are those who took an oath to protect this country actually stand up and do something? Because they are not playing by the rules. So therefore, it is time for us to stop playing by the rules, because there's no rule book anymore. There is no rule book. You guys have to do something before it's too late. And literally, we are right there. We are getting to that point of no return. And I swear to God, once we cross that line, that's it.
Yes, we have all seen what Elon Musk did, and he is still doing. Chelsea Clinton released statement addressing misinfo and conspiracy over her rule with the Clinton Foundation and USA. Lies and conspiracy about my family and me are nothing new. Still, I am particularly troubled by the absurd claims that continue to pervade social media this week. Fact check be dim. Clinton responded after social media users suggested USAID money was used to fund her wedding. She added, "Fact, I'm proud of the Clinton Foundation work that has helped tens of millions of people worldwide. Our impact speaks for itself. I don't take a cent from the foundation, never have. In fact, my family personally contribute meaningfully to our work each year. Misinfo isn't just noise, it is a weapon. Effort to undermine good work won't stop us." Hmm. Social media blow up this week. I think I saw the video. I didn't want to actually even reply to it. But when I look at what is happening, some people were focused on this. Now she's coming out to clear off what has already been on social media.
This is the time when I wish I was in Congress. That Jasmine Crockett lady, see, she needs somebody like me to handle her. Yeah, that's what it is. This lady had a nerve to get up there and say that Trump is turning America into Russia.
I'm going to try my best not to preach.
Go ahead. Preach.
I just want to say thank you, because every day that we show up in D.C., we show up for you. We know who we work for. We know that we work for the American people. And what we're not going to do is stand around while they pull this bullshit that they trying to pull right now.
Go ahead.
This is why I'm not going to be able to preach, because I probably won't be able to stop cussing.
Take your time.
But let me tell y'all something. I know some of y'all have been frustrated, and you've been saying, "Where are the Democrats? Where are our leaders?" Well, I'm here to tell you that we ain't never left y'all.
Go ahead.
All right? We are here. We are also going to make sure that they uphold the law. We are not going to sit around while you go ahead and desecrate our Constitution, or you look at the laws that have been passed into law and say, "Never mind, we'll just ignore that." Instead, we are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses, and we are going to make sure you understand what democracy looks like. This ain't it. So let me tell you something, Mr. Trump. You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter, y'all about to find out.
Jasmine Crockett, where were you when we, the citizens of Chicago, the black citizens, the black people that you like to reference to, the one you used to, the citizens, the black people that you always trying to use the race card with, where were you when the black citizens of Chicago and everywhere were telling you that they were trying, your party, were trying to make our neighborhoods and our communities look like little Venezuela? Where were you when we were complaining about that and said that they were trying to push us out of our neighborhoods, out of the black community, when we were complaining, going up there, arguing with Brandon Johnson about that. Where were you? I didn't see you say anything about that. And then you got the nerve to say Trump trying to make America like Russia. You mean how you all tried to make America look like Venezuela on steroids? That, you got a lot of nerves. See, the problem is you don't have the right people in Congress that's going to come against you, that's going to go right there with you. I wish I was, because I would be that one. Also, how is it that you all have a problem with Elon doing what he's supposed to do and doing what we asked him to do? Talking about social security numbers and all that sensitive information. You all were not saying that when you all gave unelected bureaucrats our information. They've been sending money and stuff like that. We're talking about people that's broke. Broke people, unelected bureaucrats who have access to our information that you all allowed to. You all was not saying that then. It was okay for broke people to work for the federal government, U.S. aid, to go in there and have our information, sensitive information. You all wasn't crying and complaining then. Now y'all want to complain.
Yes, a Democrat representative has a medical episode during a speech, freezes up for nearly a minute after blasting Republican for not speaking up. They ran about what Trump is doing, and Elon Musk, I don't see why this is a problem. Trying to see what is going on with the government is a problem to liberals. When you take a look at this video, don't worry, no one on the Republican side who control both the House and Senate is going to speak up. Larson has been in Congress since 1999. This is the same thing we saw with Mitch McConnell. He is 76 years old. He can't even retire. At a certain point, when I look at these people, I'm always speechless. Like, they should not be in this place. What is the essence? You want to occupy a position throughout your life. Then when will you rest? That is a question that puzzles me every time I see these people.
Judges aren't allowed to control the executive's legitimate power.
Of course they're allowed to adjudicate the boundaries of that power. That's the whole point of the judiciary, to interpret whether those powers are legitimate. You went to law school, mother.
Don't worry, no one on the Republican side in the House and Senate who control both the House and Senate is going to speak up and challenge us. But we need to protect Americans' privacy.
I'm trying to figure out what leverage we actually have. What leverage do we have? They control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. It's their government. What leverage do we have?
To be doing, like, there is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse within a system.
Audit, that is completely false right there. So
what is
now it's a question of, it's suggestive that we don't have an accurate inventory that we can pull up of what we have where.
Elon Musk tweeted the Dutch team just discovered that FEMA sent $59 million last week to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegal immigrants. Sending this money violated the law and is in gross insubordination to the president's executive order. That money is meant for American disaster relief and instead is being spent on high-end hotels for illegals.
The next department that appears to be on the chopping block is the Department of Education. Just earlier today, Democratic members of Congress were blocked from entering the department.
Thank you guys for always being there, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. If you're new, this is what I do on daily basis. If you see clips after this is just for the algorithm. Please, you can even stop here. No need to watch.
A white man.
And I'm in shock.
If we're going to go through an audit and we're going to cut waste, we're going to get rid of the fat, trim it is something people support. There is such a lack of transparency around.
To see what happens when you take a business approach to the government
in the White House. We're seeing right now with this whole U.S. aid thing, where they're uncovering massive amounts of corruption and
their hard-earned money, and they want their tax dollars to look like it's helping the country.
And also, I got to say,
don't you agree?
I totally agree.
Essential.
Early on, immediately.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
To her.
No, the EU does not treat the U.S. fairly on trade, and that he has some big complaints. Is that true?
Right? And it doesn't mean that we should sit and pretend that it's suddenly okay, that this new presidency is just going to keep on keeping on. That is not the case. And because, final point for me, a year and a half is because...
This is the United States.
You're talking about a man who didn't become the president of the United States because of merit.
This lady is not unstopped.
Where awful things have happened. So
over. And sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Future president and his gag
are a funky in policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning. And, I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
You getting water to areas that need...
He's been trained his whole life to do.
What do we do?
Right now you're looking straight. Remember it.
As a country about
And then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know.
Jim Jordan.
In the 5 tenants of
Palisades Village right here. This is the town center of sorts.
And he did this little dance.
Josh Green, the governor of down in Hawaii. Had some.
And then we watch the news or talk.
Now look, I have a lot of. So please.
I was being lazy on the couch like Friday night. Any more you would criticize?
Party. The Democratic Party have lied to us about.
We're in a place now that we're in a very dark place in America.
Dude, this U.S. aid thing is so much worse than